This is KGW News at noon.
Today is day 3 of the heat wave hitting our region, and it's expected to be the hottest day so far, with temperatures near 100 degrees in the Portland area. The heat and the dry weather mean wildfire danger is high, and we are already seeing several fires burning here in the Pacific Northwest. With that, let's get right to our meteorologist, Rod Hill. Rod, I'm really hoping for a little relief from the heat soon.
Well, not today, but it is coming as soon as tomorrow, then more so on Friday. Right now, we're at 85 degrees, so a couple things for you. If you don't have any cooling agent, like a wind kicking in, some reason to cool off, this time of the year from noon on, you have the potential to add about 15 degrees. That would put us up close to 100. Now, yesterday, west winds kicked in mid-afternoon, and we hit 96 degrees in the 3 o'clock hour. We never got warmer than that. So it's still a bit tough to tell how warm this number will go, but we do know 24 hours ago it was 82 at noon, and today we're running above that pace at 85. It's 88 out in the Dalles, one of the spots that we do expect to get up to 100 degrees. Pendleton at 90 could get up to 100 degrees as well. And look down in Eugene and then up north in Kelso, 87 and 87. As the wind field has mainly been light and variable. So here's a reminder that we are under the heat advisory, not the immediate coast, not up into Cowlitz County, although Cowlitz County warming nicely right now. And the red is that also vivid reminder of the high fire danger today with the red flag warning. So here's our forecast. We'll go for a high of 98. The record today is 96, so we would break that. Still in the 90s for your evening plans at 8 p.m. Thankfully, I'll have a cool off coming up in my complete forecast, but also we'll look at air quality numbers, which have deteriorated today because of wildfire haze. That's coming up.
Okay, thank you, Rod. So speaking of trying to stay cool right now, Multnomah County does not plan to open cooling centers for people to get to a cool place to stay, but officials say they're monitoring conditions. We'll keep you posted if they do open up. But if you and your family do need a place to cool off today, we've got a big list of options right now on our website, kgw.com. Community centers and libraries are open all day across the area. You can come in, enjoy the air conditioning there. You can also, if you're outdoors, enjoy pools, splash pads, beaches as well. Again, that entire list, including addresses and hours, right now on our homepage at kgw.com. The Portland Water Bureau also has set up cooling stations with drinking water and misters to help cool people off. Here's where they're set up. Lentz Park at Walker Stadium, that's the home of the Pickles. The Mount Scott Community Center, the East Portland Community Center, Harney Park in Southeast, and Glen Haven Park in Northeast Portland. Along with the heat, we are also keeping an eye on fires burning across our area. The Tunnel 5 fire burning in Skamania County west of Hood River on the Washington side of the gorge has burned roughly 550 acres as of this morning. Firefighters have been working to put it out since Sunday, and they say it's about 5% contained at this point. Several homes have been destroyed and evacuations are still in place for some areas. A nearby stretch of SR 14 remains closed. Meantime, about an hour southwest of Seattle, a fire has forced dozens of people from their homes. The McEwen fire is burning near the town of Shelton in Mason County. It started yesterday afternoon and has burned an estimated 250 acres. It is 0% contained. At last check, people living in more than 200 homes have been told to evacuate. And in Longview, fire crews had a busy 4th of July. They responded to 13 fires they say were sparked by fireworks last night. No businesses or homes were lost, but some were damaged. The most serious situation happened just after midnight on 23rd Avenue. Firefighters say there were reports of an explosion and a fire in a garage. When they arrived, they found a man in critical condition. Crews were able to put out the fire. Investigators are right now looking into the cause. And we've also got some new burn bans to tell you about due to the high fire danger during these hot and dry conditions. In Marion County, all agricultural and slash burns meant to clear land, plus all recreational fires and backyard burns are banned, with the exception of gas and charcoal grills. In Cowlitz County, a ban on all outdoor burning took effect at midnight. All burn permits are rescinded. Small recreational fires, meaning smaller than 9 square feet, are still okay to have on private property, but it must be properly monitored and contained inside a ringed burn pit. The ban runs at least until the end of September. And of course, you can stick with KGW. We will keep tabs on the heat and the wildfires throughout the heat wave and all summer long, too. You can find the latest on air today starting at 4 o'clock and also anytime on KGW.com. The holiday brought a night of deadly gun violence in Portland. In 3 separate shootings throughout the city, 2 men were killed and 2 others were hurt. The first happened after midnight near Northeast 131st and Prescott Drive. Police say they were called out to a shooting and they found a man dead. Investigators have not released the man's name or any information about suspects. At this point, no one has been arrested. And just before 2 a.m., 2 people were hurt in a shooting at the Cracker Box Tavern on Northeast Lombard and Simpson. One of them has injuries that are life-threatening. Again, police won't tell us if they have a suspect, and they didn't say if they arrested anyone. Those men's names have also not been released. Then, around 2:30 this morning, police were called to another shooting on North Exeter and Willis Boulevard and found another man dead. No arrests and no suspects in that case either. People took matters into their own hands in Northeast Portland when customers inside a 7-Eleven took down a man police say was armed and trying to rob the place. And as Alma McCarty found, that man is accused of targeting more than just one store.
This is the gun Portland police say a man used to hold up customers at the 7-Eleven on Northeast Sandy and 82nd Sunday morning. A revolver reported stolen out of Washington state back in 1996, with 5 live rounds and 1 spent casing.
It just all happened all at once. It was so quick.
And this, police say, was the aftermath of the fight between the suspect, the clerk, and the customers he was trying to rob. This man, who wanted to remain anonymous, tells us he watched the whole thing from right outside the store.
He pulled something out of his waistband, and well, obviously it was a gun, and it just everybody was looking around, and just everybody jumped when it was time.
According to court documents, 40-year-old Daniel Jones first demanded money. That's when customers wrestled him to the ground. Officers say during the fight, the gun went off. No one was injured.
Just hours before all that, down on Southeast 92nd and Stark, police say the suspect robbed this 7-Eleven twice, taking beer, cigarettes, and about $300 in cash.
That clerk called 911 after each holdup. The witness at the second scene telling us he's not surprised.
I heard about that, and truthfully, no. People are getting pretty desperate now.
Jones was injured in the fight and taken to the hospital. He's now booked in the Multnomah County Detention Center on several charges, including robbery and unlawful use of a weapon.
I guess he's where he's supposed to be, behind bars. You know, that's someone that deserves a little bit of detention so he can think about what he did.
In Northeast Portland, Alma McCarty, KGW News.
A retired fire truck is heading overseas soon. It'll be going to help firefighters in Ukraine who have lost equipment in the war. We'll take you to Lake Oswego and show you the sweet send-off. And later, Earth hit a big milestone. Scientists recorded the hottest day ever on Earth yesterday, what they say is contributing to the high temperatures.